So, I was wondering if I can get the aux miss.
And welcome to the Pass the Aux podcast. I am Gavin the Chef Cook, my co-host.
I'm Callie Cole.
And with us today,
Hannah Frederick.
hell yeah, that's what I like to hear. So,
Man, that intro just blared in my ears because I had the volume, or whoever was in here last had the volume turned all the way up.
Oh, that was Tanner.
yeah.
Thanks, Tanner. Much appreciated.
Zach does the same thing when he sits there for the Shut-Ins podcast, so freshman.
Oh, love it.
But how's everyone doing?
Stressed, but good. All right.
I'm doing pretty good.
It's that point in the semester, man.
Mhm.
I just feel like every project, every test, every event, everything's going on. You're trying to wrap up the end of your year. Like, yeah.
I get that. I feel that. I'm just living, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just here. What have we been listening to?
Well, I listened to this new album. I can't remember who it was by. Miley Cyrus or something. I don't know.
Oh my
Just listened to
gosh.
that recently. And then just more Ghost and Ghostmane. The usual.
Interesting.
Two similarly named artists, but two very different sounds.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget that Hannah listens to Ghostmane, and I've never been more proud as a friend because no one else listens to Ghostmane that I know.
I'm trying to get into Ghost for Tanner because I know he's going to that concert and I want to support him. Like, oh, I know those songs.
Yay!
But,
Yeah. What about you?
A lot of throwbacks, like stupid stuff like It Wasn't Me by Shaggy. Like, I don't know why that song has been stuck in my head for so many days in a row now. It's not funny. Or I've been listening to Sunshine, just a bunch of like older stuff. Or a Wiz Khalifa song that came out over the summer. I don't know why. I actually found a good one, so I liked it. So that's what I've been listening to. He releases so much music that most of it's like
Most of it you
whatever.
just don't know it happens.
Yeah, and you're just like, okay, on to the next thing. But I like the song that he came out with in July, so.
Yeah. He, because he put out an album not long after that.
Mhm.
That was,
Yeah.
it's called like Multiverse or something
Yeah,
like that.
no. This is a single. It's not from the album. It was Big Daddy Wiz featuring Girl Talk. It was a single. It's a good song.
Oh my. I've been listening to Masego's new album.
Don't know who that is.
He's an R&B artist.
Okay.
His first album was his most popular album was like in 2018, and then like he kind of just put out remixes, or
Okay.
not remixes, just like singles and like random remixes here and there. You know that Fetty Wap song that went really popular over Thanksgiving, the "Can I get to them yet?"
Oh, yeah.
So Masego was actually one of the two people that made the original version of that.
Okay.
So the Fetty Wap version is a cover, and so
Yeah.
that's how I found out who Masego was.
Gotcha.
And so I was like, seeing on Twitter, everyone's like, "Man, this new Masego album is great." And I was like, "You mean the Yams guy?" And so I listened to it, and it is amazing.
Okay.
It's phenomenal. I listened to Kali Uchis's new album, really good. And then I've been on like a real R&B kick lately. A lot of new R&B music is coming
Man, you
out.
should have brought some of these to Pass the Aux. I would have listened to them.
I forget.
Huh?
Yeah, English. Brain not worky. Oh, and then I decided I want to get into like the scaring the hose mood. So I've been listening to the new JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown song. It's a single from their upcoming album entitled "Scaring the Hose Volume 1." I know it's not Sports Extra, Jordan.
We're having
I've
glitches
been
with
telling you
Twitch.
this. I told you this last week when we did Shut-Ins. It's messed up, and I will change the title later.
Yeah, when we post it, we have to change the title because thank you, Sports Extra. I'm blaming you for messing it up.
Yeah, I don't know how, but we can just blame the sports guys.
Yeah.
sure it was
So
them.
blame the sports guys, blame the freshmen for the volume. You know, nothing's ever
we
our
can't have
fault.
anything nice here.
Honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And then for all you trap fans out there, the Young Nudie album. I went
Also
into it
don't-
disappointed.
All of those just went right over
I
my
was
head,
thinking the
except for
same
the Kali
thing.
Uchis.
I was like, solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're uncultured, just say that.
I'm uncultured.
I will not say such things.
Yeah, whatever. But we did, in fact, listen to Miley Cyrus's new album
Yes, we did.
in order to prepare for today's episode.
Mm-hmm.
And
So I can go into that. So
Okay, let's talk because I have thoughts.
alrighty. So the album was Endless Summer Vacation. It came out March 10th of 2023, and it's 13 songs, 33 minutes. So yeah, Miley's new album. So I'm pretty sure only one track was released beforehand, and that was Flowers, which, you know, hit the top charts. I'm pretty sure it was top on our charts for quite a while.
It was number 1 for like 2 weeks.
Right, yeah. So maybe not quite a while, but 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was still in our top.
That's a
five,
while
though.
in
Yeah,
music time.
I mean, oh yeah. I absolutely obsessed with the song Flowers. It's so good. I think it's so funny based on the Bruno Mars one too. So good. We've actually talked about this single on a previous episode this season of Pass the Aux. So I don't feel like we should go into that one any more than it's a bop. We love it.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
kind of convenient that it's the first song on the album.
Yeah,
so
that is nice.
We can just go ahead and skip that for now.
Skip right ahead.
But you know, it starts with Jaded, and I like this song. It was, I don't know how to explain it. It was like weird. I don't know, because Miley Cyrus's voice is aging like wine. She's just getting better and better and better every time she makes new music, and I think her voice alone just carries everything about this album. And so I really like this song. She's really emotional throughout this whole album, and I really like that.
I agree with that.
Because you know, her last album that was like real like rock heavy, I guess, the one that had Prisoner with Dua Lipa,
This
that
is
one
my-
wasn't as emotional.
Right. This is my favorite album that she's put out, probably ever, if I'm being
Me
real.
Mm-hmm.
But I disagree with some of that. I think her voice absolutely gorgeous. But I think throughout this album, and I know we're going kind of song by song, but like I'll pull it out or point it out specifically. But overall, there's a couple songs in here where like I like the beat and I like what she's trying to do. I just don't like her voice with it. Like I love the lyrics, I can see the passion, I can see everything, but she's got a little too much of that. Like you're saying, like her voice is age, like it sounds good, but like this little bit of a twang or a little bit of a rock, like, and it just doesn't go with this almost. I don't want to say EDM because it's not that, but like,
It's pop music.
but it's not even completely pop for some of these songs. It's got a lot of effect to it, like a
She has
lot
a lot
in
of
there.
mix in there. Like it'll
There's
go
a
from,
lot of
like-
production.
It goes from like sometimes country to sometimes like EDM or rock.
It's like a
and stuff,
pop alt
and then pop, yeah.
for some of those, like where there's just a lot of production in this whole album.
Mm-hmm.
But so you want to go back to Jaded?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say about the song. It's like other than like I really like the content it has, and I really like the sound of it. And it was a good follow up to Flowers
I thought it was a good follow up
because I mean, when I first listened to this, I didn't even listen to Flowers. I just started with Jaded because I hear Flowers 9 times a day.
Right.
I could recite the words for you.
Yeah, so I just went straight into Jaded, and I mean, for that being the intro to me, it was a good start. And I think the way it blends into the next track too is really well, like how it kind of like builds up what the rest of this album is going to be content wise. And so I really enjoyed like her voice on it. I enjoyed the guitar in almost all the songs that have guitar. It's just done very well.
Yeah. So, Rose Colored Lenses, the third song on the track. That's specifically.
Loved it so much.
You did?
You didn't?
Ooh.
Oh, I loved it so much.
I thought her voice just wasn't, and I don't know how else to put this, weird enough.
Really?
Like, I liked the song. No. You know, like, okay.
Weird?
Yes, weird. Like, you needed a little, like, she needed to put some auto-tune on it to, like,
Yeah.
twist it just a little bit to match the vibe of the song. Like, this is specifically the song when I was talking about the whole album where, like, I liked the lyrics a lot.
Yeah.
I liked the production. Just something wasn't exactly lining up for me with my ears, and I didn't like it as
That's
much.
fair, because I have on here, I wrote down very beachy summer vibes.
Yeah.
A sad song about trying to hold on to the thought of loving someone, not wanting it to end. So I guess I did focus more on the lyrics. Than
Yeah, well, the
her
lyrics were
voice.
beautiful,
Yeah.
and, like, the production quality, beautiful. I just didn't like it.
Because it was her voice.
And I hate saying that because it's her work and
No,
stuff like
because-
that, but I feel like a different artist on there, and
Yeah.
it just this could have been, like, a top 40 song.
I get
like,
that with artists all the time.
Yeah.
Like
I
Taylor
think-
Swift.
I think about that I know she's unknown, but like Julia Michaels, if you know who that is, she writes a lot of songs. So like I saw her live. She performed with Maroon 5 I think that was 2018, if I'm thinking right. But she was like a Charlie Puth but didn't blow up, where she's written a lot of songs for very famous artists in the background, but like she doesn't sing her own music. So like she has some songs that I absolutely love, but I'm like, dang, I can see Pink singing this and like absolutely killing it, and just stuff like that. So that's how I felt about this song.
Yeah, Julia Michaels has gotten her merit from her writing.
Right.
Like, that if you hear anything about her, like, she's, like, won, like, awards and stuff from just writing alone.
Right.
But, you know, and like you said, she has some great songs, but some of them, like, literally you're just like, does it have to be you?
Yeah, like, this could be a bop, but, like, your voice just doesn't get there. So, like, for me, her voice is gorgeous, but it just didn't match this for me.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I mean, even though I don't, like, agree with it.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
what you mean though. I love this song.
Okay.
I love the whole like rose-colored lenses like theme in general. Like when people use that as like a way to explain that they're just like, you know, ignoring all the bad things in the situation. I think that's like one of the most like clever uses of like wordplay and like you know, big fancy English words. But I love how she used it to like not only just be like, you're wearing rose-colored lenses. Yeah. And, like, the writing for this is just really good.
She's a really good writer, and I think that's shown a lot in this album that hasn't been shown in her previous ones.
Oh, yeah.
Not as much, at least.
Mm-hmm.
It has more, like, substance, I feel like.
So then moving on to the fourth track, 1,000 Miles, featuring Brandy Carlisle.
I love this song.
I liked this one a lot. I liked it. I thought it sounded like a lot of the previous track. Like it had a similar vibe to it from one song to another. But it had, I don't know, it just slightly took out some of the production level that didn't match, in my opinion. So I like this one a lot better.
This is like one of my favorite examples of like Miley Cyrus in general.
Yeah.
Because like, do you like the song The Climb? Or like, were you a fan of it as a kid when it came out?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
But neither of you actually like country music, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things about Miley Cyrus.
I agree
I'm
with
someone
that.
that likes country music, but she's like a good middle ground for people to like appreciate the good parts about country without having to deal with like, I got a bush light and a green tractor.
Yeah.
Because she does like traditional, like what country music's supposed to be, not like this watered down whatever it is today.
Yeah.
And so this literally came to mind while I was listening to this song. I was like, this is gorgeous. And sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Keep going.
I was just going to say, and then like Brandy Carlisle is just awesome vocally. And I was actually really surprised to see her because after Flowers, I thought this was going to be like a very pop only album. But her like blending in this like country vibe and like melody to it is just
She
chef's
did
kiss.
take a lot of other styles of music. This was not a pop album. Like,
Exactly.
what is it labeled as?
It's labeled as a pop album.
Okay, well, I mean, that makes sense because the hit song, and overall, I guess you could push all of the music into pop, but, like, I would not say this is, like, your traditional pop album.
No. If anything, this is, like, almost like just an indie album.
Some of the twang she gives in her voice reminds me... No, Jordan. No country music for life. Some of the twang she gives in her voice is, like... Some of the twang, I feel like... I hate to say it, but, like, Post Malone shows. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And, like, I think of, like, Lemon Tree. Like, she gives, like, that similar... whatever,
Yeah.
but she's more country than
I was
him.
gonna say, I think with
But,
her
like-
it feels more natural.
Yes.
Like Post Malone does it good.
Yeah.
But like you can tell he's like purposely putting some twang in it.
Yeah.
Because like when he does interviews,
Hers
and
is
stuff,
natural,
yeah,
and she has to hold it back. I agree.
Well, and we grew up with it. Like
that's
like you
true
said,
too.
Like,
We're naturally used to hearing like country
little
Miley.
Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana moment.
No, but I really like the song.
I did
Yeah.
too. It's in the playlist now.
Yeah.
You know.
So we want to move on to You, the fifth track.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I loved it. I loved it so much. It was so good. It was like one of those romance songs where it's like, oh, I wish I could dance with someone on that. And just
Oh, I was
Have a
going
little
for
moment.
a little dap.
Oh, you were
but
dapping me up?
I'll take that.
see, I said romance song and I just assumed.
Wow,
You're having a
Gab.
moment, but
Sorry, I can't contain the Riz.
Oh my gosh.
This is my favorite song on the album. I loved it so much. This was the last, like my explanation of the last track being like a perfect blend of country. This was her just going full like acoustic stripped back country, and she nailed it.
She said,
like,
"Get the guitar."
For like, I wish I could curse right now because like there's so
Yeah.
many like expletives
Yeah.
that could explain how much I love this song. But you're about to poop on it, aren't you?
Before you continue, no, I'm not. I wanted to show that I haven't. We can rewind. I have not touched my computer since you've talked. When I say favorite song that wasn't released, I mean compared to Flowers. This was my favorite. This was my favorite song on the album.
Really?
Believe it or not. Yeah, that's why when you're saying that, I was like,
I thought you were about to get mad at me.
No, that's
Like,
my
this is
favorite.
Awful.
No, because I was just like, can't all like the same thing.
We
It
what
doesn't
can.
I'm hearing
happen.
is- So what I'm
no,
hearing is next time we're all in the car together, if this song doesn't
Oh.
come on, I don't know what we're doing.
it's so. This song is so good, so good. I don't know. It was my favorite song. I loved the lyrics out of all of it, and I loved.
So cute.
It was like my favorite one. Yeah, it was a little like romance song. I don't know. I just loved it. I loved every part of it. Like I was listening to it, and I probably continued. This one went immediately into my playlist, which is absolutely yes. That's all I gotta say. I just loved it.
And then there's the next one.
Oh my god, the transition in this song was horrid. I hated it. I'm sorry.
I just didn't like Handstand.
I
that
didn't
much at
either.
all.
I hated the beginning. I liked the middle, but I didn't like her voice with this kind of music. And there's just a lot of pausing, and I don't know. I was not a fan. I thought the lyrics were good, some of them.
I said it was good in like a this is different kind of way. Like it didn't make it onto my playlist, but
Yeah.
like, I would listen to it again if I just
I
like,
would
had the
not.
album up.
Maybe like it's not something I'd be like, gosh, Gab, skip the song. But like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Like I would
I-
leave it on.
My thing is like, I actually think her voice was fine with it. It's kind of like how you said it, something different. It's a weird instrumental, but I feel like the hook specifically, the chorus. You're questioning the science because you don't understand how I'm doing what I'm doing in a effing handstand. She's like trying to do like this with how the song like actually sounds specifically. She's trying to do like that like Stevie Nicks type of like seductiveness where she's like real mysterious or like a little
It doesn't
a little
work.
witchcrafty,
I was
but it's
just
not
confused.
working because Miley Cyrus has always been a straightforward person when it comes
Like
to
I'm
like
gonna call your
seduction.
bluff, like
yeah,
oh yeah, in your face wrecking ball type stuff.
exactly.
Yeah,
So like
not a fan.
the lyrics were fine. Put the lyrics on a different instrumental and let Bruno Mars,
This is-
who's
that's-
allowed to be mysterious.
I agree. This
or
is another
even
one.
Brent Faiyaz.
I would love.
Never mind. I just realized that I don't want to hear men sing about this. I need a different
handstand.
female, but give it to Ari Lennox.
I would love to see Miley, which she'll never do, but like write songs for other artists. I think she's got like just never seen this side of her, and that's something I would like. But obviously, we're not. That's just not gonna happen. I don't know. So on to the next track,
That's
River.
Yeah, okay.
River,
I
7
had
track.
I had the
River.
lyrics pulled up.
I was like, there's.
I
a lot
pulled
of
up the
pausing.
lyrics in anticipation, but then I was like, wait, am I on the right track
Yes,
now?
River.
Okay.
So
It's something.
I've got strong opinions on this song.
Can I start? 'Cause
Yes.
I don't have strong opinions.
Okay.
All I wrote down for this one was love the beat. It's funky, goofy.
Oh, funky.
So-
Okay.
goofy.
I gotta specifically. Sorry, I put my AirPod in so I could find that one part specifically because
Oh my
I have a
gosh.
thought about this song that like because I want to love this song so much, but I just physically cannot right
Yeah.
now because of this one specific thought that comes to mind. Yeah, I like the beat being like funky, goofy. It sounded when I was first listening to it, I was like, man, it sounds like this other song, and I'd be wasting time if I sat here trying to find it.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing that like turned me off of this song was it sounded just like another song, and I
You
was
don't know
mad
why.
about it. Now I'm mad that I forgot. I should have wrote it down because every other thought I had about this I've remembered. But literally, like I got to the last 30 seconds of River, and I was like, okay, there's 30 seconds. I'm not gonna miss anything crazy. Skip.
Okay. So I like the beat, but this to me felt like a very 2010s song. And then I hated her talking in the middle. That felt like a Kesha, Lady Gaga 2010s, like trying to like shoehorn it in there. But then I don't know. This probably would have been one of my top favorite songs on the album. I liked the lyrics. I liked the 2010s beat. I liked all of it. But I hated her like pausing and talking and doing all that. And I was just like, stop. Just continue the song. The song is pretty. So I don't know. That's what I felt about the song. So it was just a hit or miss for me.
For me, it wasn't awful. It was just like, it was there.
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoyed like the funkiness of it. Like,
Yeah.
by all means, Miley, let your funky flag fly. You know, like, go for it. But do something. Like, do just a better funky song. Sorry. I love you. But you want to go on the next one?
Yeah, Violet Chemistry. Is that not it?
No, I just like watching Hannah's excitement.
Oh, continue on. I like this one a lot.
We'll let you go first.
Stay wild, don't deny the chemistry. Bro, I said this makes me want to dance with my besties, or like when
Aw.
you're driving in the car, you know, you got the windows down and you're just screaming. Like, oh, it's so good.
Mhm.
I loved it. I liked it
Yeah.
a lot. I like the beat. I love the lyrics.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Easily one of my
I just
favorites.
like this one. Like this
Mhm.
was in my top 3. I liked it all. I'd say top 4. I've got 4 highlighted. But no, I like this one a lot. Yeah, I don't really have much opinions. It was a good vibey song or like happy pop in your car. But
It was one you don't like.
Yeah.
You don't think about it as much.
yeah,
You just
it's
kinda,
not
like,
it's
enjoy
not
the
one of her
moment.
deeper ones.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I was saying earlier. She didn't try to be mysterious.
Right.
This is in your face. Like,
Yep.
hey, you, me, right now.
Yeah.
And like, that's her. Like,
That's
her
her
thing.
style.
She's a strong woman. That's how she be
Yeah.
doing
Yeah,
it.
she is.
But no, I also really like the song, and it was a lot of fun. Like, I could see exactly what you're saying. Just I didn't see it that way for myself. I saw
Yeah.
it like this is something like you see in a movie.
Like it's a summary song.
Yeah, like
this
I could
gave
see
me the
someone
theme of, like,
screaming.
summer. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm with it. We'll go on the next track.
Yeah, go on.
So the next one is Muddy featuring Sia.
This to me felt like
Let me
oh my
let
god.
me tell you something. Sia can't miss.
Oh, I agree.
I
But-
love Sia. Hey, whatever you're about to say, hold it.
The only thing I'll say about this is it felt, which I actually liked it a lot. I just found it interesting. It felt like a celeb mashup. Like if, you know, when she's performing on stage and it's like she just brings Sia up as a special guest and then she just threw her own stuff in there. It felt like they took 2 totally different styles, put it perfectly together, but something that was like almost originally 2, I know it wasn't, but almost originally 2 different songs that they collabed together for a performance. Like I'd love to see these 2 perform this song specifically.
I think it'd be a lot of fun because like it starts off and like you really like when I first started listening to it, like, you know, I got to the "you smell like perfume" that I didn't purchase part. I got to that and I was like, how is Sia gonna fit in this song? Like,
Right.
I was like, this is like
That's what I meant by
this is like
celeb
that
mashup.
twangy vibe.
Yeah.
But then it like really got into it and I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Sia she always just blows me away. The only thing Sia can do wrong is movies. Like that one movie she did, Music or whatever it was called.
I don't
was
know that
awful.
movie. I don't know.
God awful.
Probably because it was awful. I don't know it.
But no, but the song was great. Hannah, your turn.
I said I really, really liked it. It was giving Boss Baddie vibes. However, I did note Sia hit those 2 little notes she did and then bounced, it felt like. And I was like,
Oh
I feel
yeah.
like you could have done a little more there. Because the only time that she really stuck out to me was the little, like, harmonial part, like, towards the end. And I was like, you could have done so much more in there, girl.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's not her style of song, but, like, you're on there. Like,
Yeah.
you may as well use
Well,
it.
that and like Sia's voice isn't contained to her style of music either.
Yeah.
Like she has a very like, for lack of better words, traditional voice that she could really like mold into whatever she needed for a specific genre.
Yeah.
Because like I mean, she has like demos and like earlier songs on her earlier albums are very like Adele sounding, even though she's not an Adele type artist. So I see what you mean though. Like I will say I do think it was short lived, but as a Sia fan, for me it's like, okay, I want more. When's Sia's next album coming out?
Yeah.
And so like I think at least for what we did get, for how little it was, at least she left us wanting more and we weren't mad about
That's true.
what she gave. It was only about how much.
She was giving.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Next.
Next song
man.
is Wild Card. You want to play house? I'm just reading the lyrics here and like, it was weird.
Yeah.
She's a grown ass woman and just started off with like, you want to play house? Like, get out of here. Go and meet your mom. And oh, never mind. Started off a little childish, but She picked it up right quick.
Yeah.
I started reading a line
0
I
to
couldn't read.
100.
Started reading a line I
Did
wasn't
you not
allowed
listen
to read.
to it all?
No, I listened to it.
Okay.
But so when I listen to a song the first time, I start off instrumental. Second time is lyrics. Third time is all together. How am I feeling? And so the first time I got taken away with the instrumental of it, and that's what I was distracted by. Second time I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And then the third time I was like, this makes sense. Not my favorite song, but it made sense. But yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of this song, but
Yeah.
it wasn't awful.
It was fine on the album. It was just like I listened to it. I wouldn't tell you to skip it. I'm not going to go back and try to put it on all the time, but like, I just don't really have many feelings on this song.
Yeah.
You?
I really love it.
Oh my gosh.
I did put it in my singing in the shower.
Okay, I can see that being a thing.
Just a little like, oh, wild card, like funky, goofy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I'd listen to it like every day for the rest of my life, but
Yeah.
I definitely liked it.
Yeah. I wasn't like opposed to it. It's just this is an album that I will come back to and like listen all the way through again because it's really well all together. But Wild Card isn't one of those songs I'm gonna be like, man, I really missed that specific song from that album.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But it wasn't bad.
So then Island, the 11th track.
I
said I didn't like the weird beat to it. Again, I thought it was just too much. You loved it.
You guys have to keep it.
this whole song gave me like Dancing Queen
You
vibes.
guys
Not
have
like
to keep in
sound.
mind, I was just on the beach, so like listening to like all the beachy tones and
I
stuff,
watched
like,
it
it just kind
snow.
of brought me back. So I feel like that's why I probably liked it. But I sure was like beachy gown vibes.
No, I like this one. It gave me like not sound wise, but just like energy wise, it gave me like Dancing Queen vibes.
Well, and like
I'm sitting here and I'm just like, I want to be on the island, dirty dancing in the sun.
it made me think of an endless summer vacation.
Yeah.
So like I really thought it fit the theme.
Yeah,
and
I
was
think
like,
she
oh,
nailed it.
Yeah.
She did better than G-Eazy did with his whole endless summer vibe that he was trying to give.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gerald, but
Pulling out the
Then
phone.
on to Wonder Woman. The 12th track. Hannah, you want to begin?
Okay, well, yes, but no.
Okay.
So I thought it was an amazing song. I
Uh-huh.
loved it a lot. However, I feel like it was more for her than the audience, which is not a bad thing.
yeah,
But I don't think it fit the summer theme
yeah,
as much. Like I tried to because I'm an English major, so like I tried to make it more like poetic and be like, oh, this is a song that would probably be playing like at the end of the endless summer vacation, like going back into reality. But
Yeah.
like it just didn't really make me think of like poppy summer.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
I agree. This didn't feel like it fit the tone,
I agree.
but
It's
I mean,
definitely in my top 3.
I mean, the song wasn't. No, I mean, the song
amazing.
wasn't bad though. Like, I
Yeah.
like the song.
Yeah.
Like specifically, the vibe I got for this song was like the end of a movie, and it's like a coming of age film about a teen girl trying to tackle being a teen girl. And this is a very empowering song. And like you said, I do agree. I think this was a very like for her, and she had to see it through. Like after she wrote it, she was probably like, I feel better.
Yeah.
But then she was like, but I got to see it through and I got to make it because there's probably someone out there that also feels this way.
Yeah.
And so like, I'm all for it by all means. And I'm glad that it's like the unofficial outro of the album because it fits. Like, even though it doesn't fit like the vibe, like, islandy, beachy summer girl, it is a very like closing song for this chapter of her life where she's
Yeah.
dealing with all these things.
If it would have been
Yeah.
anywhere else, it would have been like weird. But I
Yes.
think it was in a good place.
It fit perfect being like the last
I
official
thought her
song.
order of the album was
Really good.
amazing.
Yeah, her track
But-
listing was great.
Yeah.
Especially having like, we'll get a little further into it, but having like my thoughts about it, but having Flowers first fit like what she wanted, and it worked really
Yeah.
well. But yeah, overall I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so she did have Flowers at the end again. I don't know if you guys listened to it. It's the demo version, so it's her slower, like, obviously she just...
Yeah.
Which I thought that was so weird. Like, it makes sense how beautifully she wrote it, but, like, I like the pop one better, obviously. But, like, it makes sense. It was cool to see how that went from A to B, so
Yeah.
I did like that.
Yeah, the demo was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just... In my brain, I was like, okay, this is like basically just a bonus track. Like this is just her being
Yeah,
like,
that's what I took it as, too.
yeah. But so overall thoughts.
I like the album. I think she's a gorgeous songwriter. I thought her production was all there. I think her voice doesn't fit certain songs, but I don't take that away as in, like, I didn't dislike the album at all. And there's only, like, I'd say Handstand is the only song on here where I'm like, I just don't like it at all. I guess Rose-Colored Lenses is the only other one, which I know you guys love. It's just meh to me.
So good.
But, like, other than that, I love the album. So, are we giving... Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, overall, like I said earlier, her voice has aged like wine. I think she is just phenomenal. I'm glad that Flowers was the first track because the rest of that album actually, because of how good it was, kind of made me not dislike, but it made me like Flowers a lot less, because Flowers was the poppy. It was the one song she put out that went to the top of the charts. Whereas the rest of this album, technically, yes, could go to the charts, but
it won't.
Had the most substance.
Yeah.
And so, like, it really just made Flowers just feel extra derivative because of how it was written. And so, like, it made me appreciate this album more.
Yeah.
So her putting it at the top and the first track made me feel much better about it. Because had she thrown that in the middle somewhere, I probably would have hated Flowers.
But I do like how Flowers is kind of like, it's kind of like the advertisement for the album. It's the grabber. It's the I'm a bad, like...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is
whatever.
Like, I really like how she put that at the top. It was the single.
I'm in your face, like...
It was the one that blew up. It had the, the big dramatic backstory to it.
Yeah.
But it didn't take away from the rest of the album. And I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, the song just kind of became a little too derivative after hearing the album. But it works. Like, she knew what she was doing, and she was very smart about it. So, kudos to Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
We love Miley Cyrus.
Yeah. Any other thoughts? Besides...
that's just the way to sum it up. But I really like this album. When I was driving back home after spring break, like, I was listening to Malibu, which is one of the only songs from her that I constantly listen to. And I was thinking, like, oh my gosh, I would do anything to have, like, an album that gives me this feeling. And, like, I wouldn't say the whole album gave me that feeling again, but, like, definitely a couple songs on there. Like, for me, Rose-Colored Lenses, that gives Malibu vibes.
Okay,
of, like, that, just that feeling of listening to it again. So out of all of these, I think, like, 7 of them made it somewhere in my playlist.
Okay.
So I would say that I really liked it, and I definitely will be listening to it more. Not Handstand, though.
Yeah. Alrighty, so we normally, how we rank the albums, just to give everyone a reminder, we do it out of, so are we including the demo version?
I was going to ask if you wanted to exclude the demo.
Okay, so
just
you want to do it
12?
at 12? Perfect, that's fine. So we're going to exclude the demo because it's basically the other song. So we're going to rate this album out of 12.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead. I'm actually going to give it an 8 out of 12, which pretty good. There's just a couple songs on here where I'm like,
Okay.
just don't really vibe with.
I think I would also give it an 8 out of 12.
Okay. And Gav Dog?
I actually give it a 10 out of 12.
Oh.
Because there was only 2 songs that I really was just like, eh.
Yeah.
And, but like overall, like.
Handstand and what else?
It was, Handstand and River. And it was only because it sounded like some other song. And I don't know why, but it really just turned me off of it.
Yeah.
Because the first time listening to it, I didn't get that feeling. And I was like, man, this is good. But then the second time I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
And so sorry, Miley, that hurt my brain. I did it to myself.
Don't listen to him, Miley.
Don't listen to me.
Don't listen to him.
I'm a fool.
Even though he ranked it higher than both of us.
No,
Don't listen
Yeah,
to him.
don't listen to the one who gave you more credit, but it's okay.
Well, yeah, but we also judge albums very differently.
Yeah, who am I? I'm just a man.
I judge it based on... I judge it based on, like, lyrics and stuff, like the poetry.
That's how I am, is like the substance of it was very good. Even the songs that like the instrumental felt funky, the substance really just like took over for me. She's very poetic in her writing. She has like
Keep playing for
she has like a
sorry. I'm so
she has
fidgety.
like a more charismatic, like we were talking about how like Taylor Swift is like undeniably a great songwriter, even though her music alone isn't always like outstanding. Miley is a very like charismatic songwriter to where like she may not have like as much merit as Taylor does in the writing aspect, but the way she does write and when she finally puts her pen to paper how she wants, it can come out really well with great music to listen to. So that's how I view it.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable album though overall.
I get
Really
you.
good.
Yeah. So that's all we have for that album.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to go into anything else? Talk about anything? We have about 10 minutes because
Okay.
Hannah's got class at 12:30. Correct?
Academic
Yeah.
weapon.
Academic weapon. So
We can talk about some beef going on. We can talk
Beef.
about. There's not like a whole lot going on in the music
yeah,
industry.
it's kind of chilling right now. I had one thing that I thought was kind of weird that I thought you would know. I didn't
Sorry,
know.
I read it earlier.
Gosh, Hannah,
I'm nosy.
reading the computer screen. I'll
Now you
stand
guys know
over
my
here
honest
now.
reaction, though.
Did you know vinyl records outsold CDs this year?
Oh yeah.
It was the first time since 1987
That is-
that they outsold CDs. That was just some random thing that like. So I was on FaceTime with my friend Emily, and her and I were like talking about it, and she's like, "Whoa!" And I'm like, I don't know. That's about it.
That's
Yeah, they
amazing,
sold
though.
over 41 million vinyl records in the year 2022 alone. Can we talk about Morgan?
Yeah,
No.
I did see that TikTok. That is funny though. Apparently, if you take a Morgan Wallen song and speed it up, it sounds like Miley Cyrus.
What?
And so I saw a TikTok about it, and it was what's that one really popular one he has? Whiskey Glasses. They did that one, and they did like Cover Me Up, and it sounded just like Miley, and I was like, stop! I need out of here. I need out of here. So thank you, Jordan, but also
Go away.
stop it.
Stop knowing
you're,
everything.
you're distracting us from what's important at hand, which is vinyl is outselling CDs.
No, I'm
I think
pretty
that's awesome,
interested
though.
in this Morgan Wallen thing.
Oh, get out of here.
But keep going. No. I think that's interesting to see what people. I don't know. I mean, I don't. I think I own one CD, but I own about 20, 30 vinyls, something
Yeah.
like
yeah,
that.
me too.
I think like if this was 3 years ago, I'd be a little bit more surprised than I am now.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, I was a CD kid. You know, like because we were in that weird like middle ground, pre-iPhone, pre-MP3 players. So we had to deal with CDs up until like MP3 players became popular.
Yeah.
But I remained a CD kid until I had like my first smartphone. Because I never had like a MP3 player. I had little Discman that I'd carry everywhere.
Yeah. Oh.
And so,
I used to have one of those.
So like I love CDs, and like I'm a firm believer in, you know, buy a CD if it's an album you really like, but also like when I got into vinyls real heavily, I started buying them more than CDs, and I can't get both because that would be a lot of money.
That'd be
Yes.
Because
so
I'm
much
already spending so much money on vinyl.
I used to have a ton of CDs when I was a kid. Like,
Yeah.
so many. But
So I just googled whiskey glasses on YouTube, and I was gonna
speed
play
it
it.
up.
I was gonna speed it up and play it just for us. I can't play it too close to the mic because we will get taken down for copyright, and I like Twitch streaming. It might be too fast.
Oh, that's already way too fast.
I forgot it's the music video.
I don't think that sounds like
That's-
Miley Cyrus at
I
all.
think it might
That-
be because of the vinyl.
I think it's
itself.
because of the type of sped up it is.
Yeah.
Ah.
Because if you use like actual like music editing software and you speed something up, it usually pitches it up as well.
We'll
that
have
just
to-
made it sound like I was fast forwarding it in a movie.
I agree.
But,
that was not what I was wanting.
I'll find the TikTok and send it to you though.
I want to know
because
you have the key lock. Go away, Jordan.
get out of here, Jordan.
I don't even know why he's being mean to us.
I-
No reason.
The
Someone
audacity.
woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
God, Jordan.
The audacity.
Should
Someone I can't
You
believe
even
someone
met
from
Jordan?
I don't think so.
Good.
think
Just we're
someone from-
hating on Jordan.
I think someone from Greenwood, Indiana is gonna talk crap to us. Get out of here.
See, we even have the new people who haven't even met you. They know. They know how to talk to you, Jordan.
But
Sorry, Jordan.
No, don't apologize. It's Jordan. Sorry, Jordan.
Hannah's just too nice for her own good.
Honestly,
seriously.
gosh. Hannah, get with it.
Get with the program. No, but like overall, I like I said, I think 3 years ago I'd have been more surprised about the vinyl thing, but like vinyl's taken over. It's become a really
Yeah.
big collector's item in music.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot
CDs
of
just aren't.
yeah, well, because like vinyl is now used as like a type of merchandise for artists too.
I agree.
You know, like one of the big things is when a big artist is dropping a new album, they have vinyl for pre-order the second that their merch goes live.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, literally an album entitled Scaring the Hose Volume 1 by Danny Brown and JPEG Mafia already has like their vinyl up for pre-order on their website.
Did you see what Oh my God, we were just talking about it on an old Pass the Aux episode. The Paramore, they accidentally released the album a couple days early in a couple stores.
No,
And
they
yeah,
didn't.
so people bought the vinyls to hear the album early because
Yeah.
they're like, wait, this hasn't come out yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Dang.
I saw that. It was Disc Replay was actually one of them in
Okay.
Terre Haute of all places.
Oh my gosh.
Because they have like this little vinyl section.
Yeah.
It's not big, but they also have like a little spot for new releases.
Yeah.
And I got a Snapchat in our group chat, and it literally said, "That's not supposed to be there," and it was
Yeah.
the new Paramore album, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
Because I think someone bought it.
Well,
I was
when
gonna
you
say,
think
I
about
would've
it,
copped so quick.
when you think about it and they got to sell it and you want to release it day of, like you're going to give it to them
Yeah.
early. So then,
matching shipping with like your
Release.
digital release is really hard.
yeah.
But I'm all for it, man. Like by all means, like that's how you find your true fan.
There's a lot of places that are sending vinyls to stores to do early access listening. Like if you, so I follow Fallout Boy, and they're doing that. There's a bunch of different like locations. It's like one place in one city all over the US where they're doing specific listen release dates to their new album before it comes out, which I think that's such an interesting thing to do and see with fans.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's cool.
It's because like a lot of artists nowadays are like trying to battle the competition of physical versus digital releases, and so like I said, I'm a firm believer in like go buy a CD if you really love this artist and their album, or buy a vinyl. Either or, that artist is getting their money for it, and so doing stuff like that with the early releases, they'll have a giant box of that vinyl sitting to the side, and they'll be like, if you like this album, $20, it's yours, or
Right.
$30, it's yours. You know what? What are you giggling about?
Thanks, Jordan.
What do you say?
Do you send
He
you the
sent me the
TikTok?
TikTok.
Oh, he said
Haley.
TikTok has been sent.
Hold on. Can we not? Oh, it's muted.
I'm so excited. There's no way.
Yeah, that's "Cover Me Up" by Morgan Wallen.
Like, stop it for a second. If you were to tell me, I know. If you were to tell me,
Yeah,
That's weird.
yeah.
Thanks, Jordan. I appreciated
We
that.
appreciate you for that one.
It's like a,
That one time.
that one time Jordan did something right.
See, no, if I wasn't nice, he probably wouldn't.
He still would have done it.
He still
Jordan
would've done
still
it.
would have done it. Look, he sat on this entire episode. Big fan, number one supporter. Thanks,
Number one.
Jordan. Oh my
Oh my.
gosh. That's
Jeez.
weird. I don't
That's
like
gonna be
that.
stuck in my head all day.
I know. I don't like that actually.
I think it's cool.
Let's slow down some Miley Cyrus now and listen to
See
it
if it
like
sounds
it's
like
Morgan
Morgan
Wallen.
Wallen. It sounded like Morgan Wallen singing "Flowers."
Oh my god, we gotta take that audio and
It
then
can't
put it
sound
on
like
a
Morgan
different
Wallen
beat.
though, because Miley doesn't say the N-word. Oh, if someone get a brr, 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 brr.
Wrong show.
That's a good one though. Huh?
Ah, no.
I can't.
Oh, okay.
No.
Support
No.
racism. I dare you.
What? Canceled. We're canceling Gavin.
Yeah, canceling me. I made a joke about a racist. Can't cancel someone who hates racists.
Oh no. Oh no.
He said, "Shut it down."
And on that note,
That's such a bad note.
we are actually almost at our time.
We have been past the aux. I have been Gavin the chef cook.
I've been Callie Cole.
Hannah Freddie Watt Frederick.
Oh no. Ah.
Let's go.
Even
Let's
I don't know if you
go.
heard, even Rich called me that
For
today. I was like,
really
it's
quick,
catching
I did
on.
want to say we will be back next week from whenever to whenever next Thursday.
Yeah, we'll be back at our
Stay
normal time.
tuned on our Instagram for those updates.
See ya.